Welcome back to Zero to Hero. My name's Ethan, and today I want to talk about the importance of sharing your story with other people and what that can do not only to help them, but to help you. The importance of sharing your life stories with others and what that can do not only for you, but for them as well. I think, one of the problems that people have when they're going through challenging situations in life is that they feel like they're all alone, that they're the only person that's gone through a particular issue, or that they don't have anybody that they can talk to about a particular issue. I know, for myself in my own personal life, I've gone through a number of issues that have been hard for me to go through at the time. And I always felt like I was fairly isolated, just because even though I knew that people might have gone through that same situation, that I didn't know who they were. I didn't know how to reach out to them. And, I wasn't sure that I would feel comfortable with sharing my story. And it took me a while to understand the fact that by sharing my story, at least at a high level, and explaining some of the things I had gone through, or that I had experienced, or that I was feeling, actually helped not only myself, but other people. And I think that's something really important to keep in mind, that when you're going through an issue, that part of the resolution process, part of your ability to recover from a particular issue, is to open up to other people and share your story with them. When you do that, it kind of releases the emotional blocks, the emotional strain that you have in yourself. And it also can help other people. Especially if you put your message, your story on social media, on an online platform where anybody from around the world can find that video and find your message and get some help from that. I know that, in different issues that I've been facing, I often look online to see, who else has been going through that issue. And when I find other people, either through reading articles or listening to podcasts, watching videos, that I always find that their experiences and their insights are extremely useful to me. And I found too in my life that when I open up about things that have been challenging for me, and that maybe at one time I was embarrassed about, or I didn't feel comfortable sharing that story with other people, that it opened them up and allowed them to feel more free to talk to me about their own issues. And I think, when you exchange stories, when you exchange the things that are really, really heartfelt, and things that really impact you with others, it shows them that you are open and caring, and they feel more willing to open up and share some of the things that they're concerned about, some of the things that have been troubling them as well. And so I think that's a really important aspect of sharing our story. Especially when you share a story online, either by writing an article or creating a video, or if you've got a podcast, including it in there, sharing something about yourself that it was a challenging situation for you, it was maybe slightly embarrassing, or something where you felt isolated and alone. That can really help people who are going through a dark period in their life. It could be a short-term problem. It could be a long-term problem. When you open up and share your story about what happened to you, how you got through that issue, it helps them. It helps them to kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because when you're telling your story, you really tell your story, after the fact, after something happened. Obviously, we tell stories as well when we're going through issues, because we're looking for help. And we want to get something off our chest as well. And that's good for us to do that. But a lot of times it's only in hindsight, after you've gotten through an issue, where you can look back with 20/20 vision and understand, the issues that you were facing and how you got through them. And when you can offer that advice to somebody who is currently facing that issue, it makes them feel like they are not alone, that they've got a friend in a way, even if it's through a video on social media, that somebody else has gone through that same situation, and it can help them feel, I guess, not so alone. A couple of years ago, one of my friends and colleagues, he said to me, he was talking about things that people go through in life, and he said, it's so important that we share our stories. And when he told me that, it really stuck with me. And it really got me thinking about that. Like, how do I share some of the things that I've gone through in life that for me have been really challenging. And in some cases, those things were embarrassing, and I didn't want to tell anybody else about them because I thought, what are they going to think about me? But when I started to tell people and started to open up, I found that it not only helped me release the frustration, or the feeling of like, people aren't going to respect me, or what are they going to think about me if they hear about a certain aspect of my life. And that, just by opening up, it allowed me to release some of those fears, and it also helped them as well. So just keep that in mind. I think that it's super important to open yourself up. I know as humans, we often feel isolated, and we also have this protection mechanism where we want to protect ourselves, and we don't want to expose ourselves because we don't want to be ridiculed. And, we're worried about that, what other people would think about us, whether we feel ashamed of something, or, we're embarrassed about something, that, we can open up when we're ready and tell our story, and that will help free us as individuals from the emotional strain that's attached to those stories. So anyway, I hope that that's helpful for you. I hope you certainly take the time to share some of your stories with other people, the things that matter, the things that were challenging for you to overcome in your life, because by doing that, you're going to help not only yourself, but help them as well. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like it, please share it. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click that bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video. Until next time, take care, good luck, we'll see you around. Thanks.